Hello everyone, welcome back to the MTG Arena here. Oh. Okay, I'm doing some extra recording today. It's just, I need to get through some of this as well. Okay, so this is going to be, oh no, oh right, I lowered the volume of this quite tremendously. That should be it. There we go, that's the sound I'm looking for. Anyway, so disregard these other decks here. So we've got what I think 10 more decks to work with. Is it all 10? Like Azorius, Boros, Demir, Golgari, Gruul, is it? Orzhov, Rakdos, Slesny and Simic. So that's 10 more to go. So I'll go ahead and start this one with opening the War of the Spot pack and the Court 2020 pack that we've earned so far. Something we have not opened yet, Spark Double, sure. A mythic rare slot, that's perfectly nice. So, anyways, I need more rare slots. I need to buy Golos and Field of the Dead. I don't have any of those. Unfortunately, I've spent all my rares on the Fires of Invention deck, and that panned out pretty poorly. So, let us begin the Azorius deck here. So, I got here and the Azorius package here. It looks to be a bit better, but it's still 25 lands, 4 Guildgates, and 1 Hallowed Fountain. Got a mythic rare in the Angel of Grace, which has not seen any standard play whatsoever. But it's a phenomenal card. It's not as good as Angel Abacin, since that was a powerhouse. A 5 mana 4/4 flash that gives all your creatures indestructible at the end of turn, and it can flip into a 6/5. But right, we've got a few more rares with the Precognitive Perception and Time Wipe. We've got Elite Guardmage, which is a fantastic. We've got another rare. So it seems these Boros Guild, at least this is Azorius, but the Guild ones, the Guild starter decks are quite significantly better on a power level at least than the monocolored ones. So let's get to playing this and see how we can do. I think I can do the traditional, since I am in... Wait, hold on. Edit deck. There's no sideboard for this. No sideboard at all. So I'll do best of... I'll do standard ranked with the Azorius Senate. Since there's no sideboard, I don't want to play in traditional. Otherwise I'm just playing a deck over and over again. Anyways, hope you guys are all doing well. That stream kicked the crap out of me, playing Total War 3 Kingdoms, and geez, we have gotten to some serious shit, and that's going to be very difficult to get out of. But less of that and more of this. We are ready. We are playing against Mr. Monty, so we are in silver. But I think we're in like very, very tops. I'm not sure this is top silver rank, but okay, so Warrant Warden. Ooh, this seems alright. We'll keep this. So unfortunately this basically can't really get value off that. That's unfortunate. I think we can get it smashed here. We are going to get smashed here. And that's a bit lagging. I still have a video being uploaded, so I think that's the case here. So we can do this. 25 lands, and we can't draw one. And we've got Warrant Warden to protect us this turn. I got the Lawmage's Binding on the Tin Street Dodger. So unfortunately, we do have to do this. So we'll still be taking 2 this turn, but not quite as much as we would. So they can play, yes, finish that off, playing that. Seriously. Okay, can we survive another turn? That's the question here. 1 land and Dovin's Acute who may keep us in here, and then we can Deputy of Detention the Scorch Spitters. The 1 land for Dovin's Acute who phenomenal. And since we're asking for a land, they're probably just going to give us a RNG, so it's going to give us a... oh! That's fantastic. Gain 2 life, draw a card. They hit us for 5. So they're casting something in response. Sure. Don't think we can Lawmage's Binding the Bone Crusher Giant. We're taking 2 damage, and that's going to be too much. Well, now they can cast it from exile. That's right. So we'll be playing this. Oof. Got so many things we want to do, but I think this is the best choice. So they can play the Bone Crusher Giant. I think it's actually fine to just take it. I will do the Rester's Admonition. If we can draw a land, Elite Guardmage will do perfectly fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. So we'll be taking 3 this turn essentially. Or I think we can do can we afford to do that? I don't think we can. So I think we have to do this. They've got the Experimental Frenzy, so they can't really go off very effectively. That's fine. Next turn we can play Elite Guardmage, gain a bit of life back. And since we're not going to be able to block anyway, so we'll go ahead and attack in. At least get some damage in and not let them have a flawless victory. They can crack that Experimental Frenzy if they want to. I'm not too worried about it. And they're casting more Experimental Frenzies, so that's they're digging deeper into a hole of trouble. Seriously. Okay, can we draw land, please? Of 25 lands. So we can Lawmage's Binding them next turn. Okay, shocking us. Sure. Oof. Jeez. That's quite a predicament here. So taking 3 this turn. Are we dead? Oh, and skew with critics on top. Yeah. Well, we died because we couldn't cast spells. We missed 2 lands, and we would have been fine if we were able to cast any of our spells on time. Dovin's Acuity, casting, rebouncing the creature. and then return it back to our hand. Well, we've got this. Got a redraw at least. Ajani's Pridemate is interesting. We're not really gaining life at this. Well, we can gain life with this at least. They've mulliganed once, so I think we're fine with that. Okay, 25 lands. Like, that's just so terrible. Arboreal Grazer, sure. I think we're in the shit. Got some sort of... Just playing the Johnny's Pridemate. Does not seem good. Does not feel good either. Well, this shuts down a lot of those... Okay, we've got Time Wipe. And we're not drawing any other lands, so... No attacks for us. And they're playing Sultai, Golos, I'm assuming. Yep, Sultai, Field of the Dead. Draw a land, please. Thank you. Bloody hell. We need to draw another land next turn. We can play the Sphinx of New Prahv and... Okay, so going to play a land, play Golos. Oof, and win the shitter. Very much so in the shitter. Shock, Golos. Yarok the Desecrated. Okay. Seriously. So we're not attacking, obviously, for apparent reasons. We were getting really aggressive, but like now that Yarok has stopped us in our tracks. Hey. Oh, now we've got Cavalier of Thorns that will just... How does green have all of this inherent blocking flyers? The quality of all their stuff is so much more than like, that's just ridiculous. Although we have Time Wipe, it's not going to help. They can trade for all of us, but I'd rather have some blockers next turn. Yeah, we can take this. How can we not draw lands in a 25 land deck when all of our monocolored decks we just flooded with lands? Like, I don't understand this. This is so frustrating. I'm just going to concede. Like, I'm not going to bother playing this. This is ridiculous. 2 lands. We kept opening of 2 lands. Out of what, 4 turns, we were unable to draw 1 land. We had to use one of our spells to draw that land. That's so frustrating. Like, this deck actually seems pretty decent, you know, if we can curve out on time. Like, all of our monocolor decks we were able to curve out, but for some bloody reason RNG does not want us to. We're going first. Like, sure, this might not be a keeper pan. We've got high drops here, but we've got Raise the Alarm at least, you know, playable spells. Like, I would expect there to be a land drop at least in my next turn. Once upon a time, sure. Does not really, I don't really care about it. Okay, we're going to get crushed by this Gruul aggro deck. Seems fun. Like, what is this nonsense? Okay, Jund. Jund. Okay, sure, that's fine. Well, thank you for at least being a land. That just means we're not drawing a land next turn. Murderous Rider killed both of these soldiers. Beanstalk Giant ramping them twice. That's just like insane. Turn 3 have 5 mana. Turn 4 have 6 mana. And like this gets around the casting of this. At least we can Lawmage just binding that bloody giant whenever it hits the battlefield. Oh! So you decide to give me mana? No, you decide not to give me mana. Oh. This is so frustrating. Holy hell. This is the most unfair interaction in standard Magic right now, I think. Even more unfair than the Fires of Invention. Able to turn a creature with a sorcery attached to it, with ramp spells attached to it, and be able to copy it twice. Have the lands come in untapped. Both of them. That's 3 mana. You get 2 lands, play another spell if you need to. So, when you think about it, look at the previous one, Grow from the Ashes. That's cost 3 mana to bring in a land tapped. Maybe it was untapped. No, that was untapped. It costs 5 mana to put in something. Don't even. Okay. I'm just going to play the Knight-Arbiter. Cannot be blocked. So next turn they're going to be... What do they have? Bonecrusher Giant to smash these. Murderous Rider to kill the Knight-Arbiter. Sure. Losing a whole bunch of life. They better be losing a whole bunch of life. Bloody hell. Alright, Beanstalk Giant, come out please. What's going to play the Innkeeper? Play a giant, draw a card. Somehow give this trample, shoot my face. Well, I'm taking a risk on this. Draw land, please, an untapped land. Well, that helps us out. Oh, look at that. A redraw. Okay, so. Lovestruck Beast, get 2 1/1s, cast the Lovestruck Beast, draw a card. That's just so much advantage for them. And they can play Murderous Rider next as well and draw another card. Well, that will get rid of something, at least. Draw 3 cards. I'll draw 4 cards and then I'll have this card anyways. See this. Would love to play Deploy or Depose on my turn, but I'm not drawing lands, and they've wrapped into, what was that, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands already. I was supposed to have another creature out, but I failed to do that. Okay, so Lawmage's Binding. Well, I'll just go ahead and flash it on their turn. This only accounts for instants anyways. So, ooh, this shuts down the Lovestruck Beast from attacking, but like, I still need to. I think I can take the hit from Lovestruck Beasts. So that can attack, so that's fine. Now that was dangerous. I could have had like a deploy and then kill the Edgewater Keeper. That I would not have attacked, and I could have flashed in something and play the giant, please. Fucking hell. Like, what are they holding up mana for? So we gain life off the deploy. John's Pridemate goes up to 3. Take action. Next turn we can gain a bit more life. So we are pretty nice here. This looks good. They've got us. So we get 3 triggers of Lucky Clover. Yep, Murderous Rider. They could kill themselves at this point. Not careful about that. They will get 2 life back, but not if I can have anything to do about it. So this Sphinx of New Prahv, or this Azorius Skyguard, will single-handedly stop the entire army from attacking, which is hilarious if you ask me. Ooh, that's really nice. Okay, so this stops their shenanigans. I'm not worried about those. So this stops the Love Struck Beast from attacking as well. So I did that out of order, so that was my bad. I could have had this back into my hand. I would love... Okay, once upon a time. I would love to return the Murderous Rider into the hand. Okay. Now that seems unfair. 2 mana, deal 6 damage. Getting for 4. That's not going to be a target for me to Guildgate. I'm going to take my chances here. I'll just kill one of them so they don't gain any more life than necessary. Pass the turn. So next turn we can play Dovin's Acuity, Precognitive Perception, I think. If they got Bunkers Giant, they kill us, so I'm not sure what they're waiting for. Like, we were struggling on mana this entire time. Like, if we were able to draw all of our mana on time. Okay, we concede. Sure. Don't. We have no interaction with all the... like Clover. So I'm going to play one more because I think that this deck has been unfairly rooted against us by the program here. So let's try to get a sensible game in, please. Thank you. Like, seriously, was that too hard to ask? Apparently that was too hard to ask to, you know, have a good starting hand. I don't want to go down to Splutty, whatever. Mono black, Yarok's Fenlurker. Now that is unfortunate. So I guess Lawmage's binding is going to have to be... Actually, let's attack first. Might as well do this. I think that'll be fine. Legion's End. Suit. Oh, I've got to draw 2 cards at least. There we go. That's something that looks promising. What else have you got? Seems like they've got a handful of removal spells. So I'd probably have to arrest the Admonition my own Elite Guardmage, which is unfortunate. So I'll leave this as counters, so they believe we have counter spells. Sure, I am totally fine with that. That is fantastic here. We get to tap out, we get to draw a card. Sure, they can kill the Empyrean Eagle. Yep, I'd rather keep my Elite Guardmage here. So let's draw something useful, please. Ooh, damn, in the wrong order too. Got to Bones, utterly useless, dead against us. And now they know our tricks. Now they could just attack blindly into this, and I'm sure that would be fine. They can gain 2 life back. Nothing can't block. Okie dokie. So they're running out of resources. Right. Angel Grace, fantastic card. In the vacuum. Sure. Now we've drawn so many cards. Doing 6. We're ahead in life. They're doing 6 a turn. We're doing 7 a turn. And I think the Sphinx is much more useful at this point. And since they cannot block, I think they are pretty much dead in the water here. Three Legion's End, and they've all had targets for this. Good game. Well, let's see what we can draw. Play this to get our quest done. Very much so. Okay. Well, at least a decent. I think these were 2 of the same power level decks at least. Yeah, but I think that's an okay showing, minus the bloody mana screws on the first 3 games. We were doing okay on the last one against the Giant Adventures, but I think we could have pulled ahead if we had been able to hit our lands on time. So that was a not a bad showing. Thanks so much for watching, and hope you guys enjoy all of these starter decks. Have a good day.